Right, walls. This is where we get into assigning walls. Assigning. What the fuck am I talking about? Assigning walls. Drawing walls. So we got this drawing here. This is our survey drawing, and we're effectively sketching over it. This drawing, sketch, survey, I guess, whatever the terminology, I really can't get that right. This DXF that we've inserted from the survey is only for the purpose of putting the initial, what we call in Revit geometry, the walls, windows, doors. It's only there to aid us to put that in. We effectively get rid of it. We never see it in the final output, which is our drawings that get submitted to planning. Right, so what we want to do is find out how thick our walls are, which are 250. You will also see that on the survey information. That's plenty for us now. Now, you'll see that some parts aren't complete. I think I may have found a way to sort that out. There's a problem with the surveying software that I use that makes it really difficult to do bay windows on site, but I think I might have found a workaround so that I can do it. If not, what I think I'll do is I'll edit these DXFs before you get them and complete any missing information. Otherwise it's probably going to screw you up too much. So for the sake of this video, ignore the fact that this bay window isn't complete down here, and we'll just we'll pretend that it goes over there. I don't need to show you every single wall and door, so we can, for the sake of argument. So we come up here to the wall tool. These are all our wall types. I could probably do with doing another video or two to explain stuff, but for now, let's just stick with the fact that in this list you should have a wall that's going to do it. In our case, 250. So we click once and we select our wall. Our base constraint, we're on the ground floor, so we want it to be the ground floor, and our top constraint, we want to be the floor above, so existing first floor. We go up to our location line. This is going to tell us what side of the wall on our sketch to start. There's various reasons why you might choose one or the other. Sometimes one will work better than the other. Generally, it's much of a muchness. In our case, we might as well start with finished face interior. Now, there's two options. Once we're in the wall tool, we've got this little crosshair, and we can select each of our spots, each of our, these are called end points, when we get a little square like that. We can click each of those in turn, just sketch it round. I'm moving my mouse wheel in and out. Now you see, sometimes it's not exactly easy to get on that. This is because of the software that we use. That I think it's something to do with the 3D element. So you see that here I've gone wrong, and we've missed it a bit. So Control Z to undo a few steps, and we've got back to here. In fact, let's delete the line and start again. Now the other way to do it is select the wall tool, and then up here these are all your different drawing tools. So that's a straight line, that will draw you a box, that will draw you a... This one here, pick lines. If you click on that, checking that your location line is in the interior, you can click on each of these lines. Now sometimes you'll get a little error message down the bottom here that says it's slightly off axis and may cause inaccuracies. Just ignore it. Click the X, close it. Go back, click on your line tool. Make sure you've got it with the dotted line inside, so you know you're getting it in the right place. For each sort of line, each, what would be the proper word for that? Vector, I think. So each line in one direction, you only want to select one bit when you're picking lines, because then you can trim them together. So we pick this little bit, get that inside, pick that little bit. Okay, that's going to have an issue, so we unjoin the element, cancel it, and we'll stick with just having that bit for now. Go back to our wall tool, click on the pick line again, go to there, go to there, go to there. My method is always get the easy bits in first. Don't worry about the error message there. You will need to worry about some error messages, but not so much when it's saying that walls are slightly off at this stage when we're drawing them in, because that's, as I say, it's a bit of a quirk of the software. Okay, so I've got most of my little sections in. In fact, I've put too many in here because I'm going to want to end up joining that one to that one. So I'll delete that. Literally just click on it once and then press the delete button on the keyboard. There's possibly another way. If you click on it once with the left, once with the right, yeah, there's a delete option there. Okay. Go up here to our modify tool, select our trim tool, click on one bit of wall we want to join, and then click on the second bit that we want to join. Same again, we want to click this bit to this bit. You need to make sure you're clicking on the ends nearest nearest that you want to join. If, for example, you clicked this end, well, if there was a wall in the middle, sometimes it'll think that you're trying to join the wrong end, so just be cautious. We'll click trim these two, we're still in our trim tool. We'll click those two. And now we're going to have to try and do something with these bits. Well, we know we can trim that. That's fine. Now we're going to try and sort this out. So we press escape to come out of our trim tool. We'll go up to architecture, select the walls. We'll try and draw it in this time rather than selecting it, and it's worked this time. So we've got the bit of wall that we want in. We've still got a string, a connection of walls. We don't want to place this one, we don't want this one, so we press escape once. That takes us out of that string, but we're still in our wall tool, and then we click once more on escape to come completely out of that, and then we can see that those two have connected up. And that's pretty much us with our major external masonry walls. Obviously we've got a bay wall, but we're pretending that we haven't. A bay window, sorry. Right, now we're going to put these breasts in. So we go back up to our wall tool, up to here, and we select brick 102. We go finish face exterior. Ooh. Control Z to undo. Still in the wall tool with the crosshairs, so pick it again, zoom in a bit closer. Oh, scroll down, pan down, zoom down, whatever it's called. Move that, in there we go. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I pressed escape there a couple of times without telling you, naughty boy. Okay, we can go back up to our wall tool and select the same wall to do this one. Ooh. The reason we're using the brick 102 is that we know that a chimney breast is going to be constructed of one brick thick on the breast side. So you know, obviously there was no way that we would have measured it, but because we had this dimension, this 347, then we know. Okay, so then we have our internal walls. Back into our walls. Oh, I beg your pardon, no, we need to find out how thick they are. I pressed escape there to come out the wall tool, into this measure tool. Select anywhere when it goes blue, go across till it goes blue and it's horizontal. And that is 140. Escape again to get out of that. Zoom out on the wheel. Wall. Wall. Scroll down. And we want a 140 and we don't have one. So what we're going to do is we're going to create one. Now we do cheat a little bit on this. This is not exactly true. Hopefully when you're completing out a Revit G, you'll go and sort out my wall library, my window library. So this is quite a similar process for copying or duplicating is the terminology for duplicating most things. So we're going to duplicate this wall to create another one. So we select our basic partition wall and we come down here to edit type. We go into structure and we see up here it's telling us that our total wall thickness is 120. Oh, do you know what I did? I done wrong. I done naughty. Into your wall tool, get to this wall, go to edit, all of that was right, and then we need to duplicate it. Otherwise you end up changing everything. So 140 and click OK. Then go into the structure and you'll see that it's 120. What we've done is change the name of the wall, but nothing to do with the actual parameters of it. Now, this shows you the wall construction. So in the middle is some metal stud and then there's some plasterboard on the outside. Now, in reality, it's not going to be exactly that, especially not when we change it. So some of them we change and they wouldn't be, for example, you wouldn't really get a 90mm piece of wood. What we should do is amend the construction of the entire wall, but because we show in this coarse view, which doesn't show the detail, it doesn't matter. So we just get our total thickness to 140. Okay, so this is our wall and we changed it to 140 and we click OK. As ever, we're in our finished face interior. What we're going to do is going to draw these walls in. Okay, start there. Now this has picked the other side. Press the space bar and that flips it over. Same thing works with doors and windows and stuff. Pressing the space bar sort of rotates or flips depending on what it is. So draw our walls in, clicking as we go. Ding to ding to ding to ding. Escape to get out of that. Now this wall, this is an opening. So if you imagine there's an arch going between the two walls. So this is actually the same wall going all the way across with an opening in. So it's effectively a door. So what we do is we select our wall, grab the wall end, drag it all the way across and get it to join up with that. And then we'll come back and put that opening in. Okay, so we need to select the wall again to get over here. Now, one very quick way, keyboard shortcut, is CS. And CS stands for Create Similar. Whatever you select and highlight blue, pressing CS will create another one of those. So it's a really quick way of selecting stuff. So if I click CS now, I'll get a wall tool with that wall selected. Obviously I want this one, so I'll select that, click CS, and it selects me, gets me into the wall tool with the right wall selected. Now drag this one across to meet up with this one. Escape to come out of that. Now this thing, this is a little angle thing by the hall, and this is coming as far as the stairs. So it looks a bit odd, but that is the way that you need to draw it in. If you started from this point and went there to there to there, you might have a trouble at this junction. So I think it's probably going to be easier to select this one. Go there to there, zoom in as much as we can till we get a point. Scroll down, pick our end point. And there we go. Press escape to get out of the wall tool, out of this wall string, the connection-y bit, and then again to get out of the wall tool. Another keyboard shortcut coming your way, ZE, Zoom Extents. Does the same as the mouse, double clicking the mouse wheel or zooming out. Just another really useful keyboard shortcut. Right, I think that'll do for walls part one. We're going to have to break this up into a couple of bits because I'm going to have to think about this, and it's fucking what? Yep.